how these folks your name. Emotional. I don't think they heard you, man. Emotional. Who's the best rapper around? Emotional. Who's the new killer in town?
What's going on, y'all? We back at it for another reaction video now. I'm not gonna do too crazy with the edits because it's a pretty long video, and this is about why Austin is leaving home free. Now, I know y'all told me about it, but it's just like, but we get to hear it from the horse's mouth. So let's get into it.
Well, y'all, here we are.
Here we are.
It's a brand new day. It's a day that, you know, a younger me would have never expected to see or find. But we grow, we change, we find where, you know, where the universe, where God wants us to be, and where we're meant to be. And for me, that is home. Building a family with this beautiful woman. So yes, I am leaving home free. There are so many comments, so many questions. We're going to do our best to address all of those. We're going to be going live in just a couple days. Check out all of our socials for that, so we can really dig into this a bit more.
Yeah, and answer all the questions that you guys, I'm sure, have.
Absolutely.
But we also wanted to come here and just kind of let you hear it from him.
Yeah.
Slash
Straight
us,
from us.
because I'm here for moral support.
I want to say first off that everything is wonderful. Everything is the best it's ever been in my life, and I'm so grateful. My heart is so full. I'm so fulfilled on a daily basis. I've learned so much about myself over the last 3, 4, 5 years, and I have discovered something that I never thought I would want, which is to be home. I never knew what home was as a grown man. You know, we traveled so much and so often, and then we got a preview, a little peek of home life during COVID, and it showed me so much. And getting back on the road was so much fun, and I'll always love shows. I'll always be in Home Free in my heart, you know. Home Free and I are not done working together. I'm not done with acapella.
That's the part that I needed to hear, because it's like, I can completely understand that. You know, you want to be with your woman and your family and build, you know what I'm saying? And again, you like he said, he's been on tour for so long, always traveling with Home Free, you know what I'm saying? Music has always been a big thing for him. But it's just like, dang, I'm so glad he's still willing to work with them. You know what I'm saying? Because it's like, I'm a fan. If I'm gonna be honest, Austin was like my favorite. Austin was my favorite. I'm gonna be honest. Even from what was the one? I think it was a Boyz II Men cover. What was that Boyz II Men cover? Hold on, let me see something. It was like a Boyz II Men cover they did, and I loved it. And I was like, Austin is like my favorite one out the group. I love all of them individually, but like Austin was like my favorite one, bro. Let me see if I can find it. What the heck am I typing? Come on, oh, get it together, my boy. Get it together. Where is it? Hold on. I've done so many Home Free videos. Oh my god. Okay, yeah, it was the it was Home Free When a Man Loves a Woman. That was the one, because his voice is so good, bro. Like, it's so dope. I love his voice. His voice is so good, bro. He's a really good singer, and it's like he added a level of like flair to the group. You know what I'm saying? For me personally, I really enjoyed him being part of the group. But again, I'm just glad he's still willing to work with them. There's no like issues. I know y'all told me like they're brothers and stuff like that, and so I'm really glad for that. I'm glad it's not because of something negative. You know what I'm saying? Because like most groups, like stuff happens because of like stuff that's happening in the group, versus like, hey, I just want to, you know, go live my family life too. You know what I'm saying? I want to have my family life, bro. So I can respect it, and I appreciate it. You know what I'm saying? It actually shows like, okay, you can have your cake and eat it too. You can have your family, and you could also have this still. You know what I'm saying?
All of that stuff is such a part of who I am. The band, my brothers. I love these guys so much. And what's amazing is that they love me too. And we want what's best for all of us. And they know that this is what's best for me. And having their support through this process is something that gives my heart wings. You know, it makes me feel like it's what I'm supposed to be doing. Internally, within the Home Free band and the entire organization, all I've received about this whole growing moment has been positive support and love. I'm so grateful for that, because we've been talking about this for a long time. This is not something that happened all at once. You know, I didn't wake up last week and go, I want to leave Home Free. That's not how this works. You know, this is something that I've been working through in my heart, with my therapist, with my spiritual and intellectual advisors for a long time. Going, oh, what am I actually searching for? What is it that I want? And I guess, right? What is the biggest reason for this moment? I want to have a family, and I want to be home with my family.
Beautiful.
And not have to change my life around when that moment comes. You know, good Lord willing, right? Knock on wood. You know, that we get to choose that moment. I want to be home, and I want to figure out how to have a livelihood just being at home. And that's not in the Home Free, realm of how it operates at this point. It's been an incredible run for me. The band is still going to keep going, still going to keep touring. Mm-hmm. I'm really excited about the process of trying to find somebody that can replace me. Yeah, and it's not a replacement. It's a new thing, right? They're not going to try and do what I did. That'd be dumb.
Oh, so like you can't do what you did, my dog. I'm sorry. Like you can't. You can find something else. You know what I'm saying? Something new, but to find something to replace that, like, I'm sorry, you can't do that. You can't replace that. Like, again, like the stuff I seen that man do, bro. No, you can't replace that, bro. You can't replace that. You can only like find something new. You know what I'm saying? You can't replace that. I'm sorry, you just can't. But bro, honestly, I really respect the fact that he really actually went for it. You get what I mean? Because it's like, it's one thing to like, live out your dream, but then at the same time, get your family too. You know what I'm saying? Because there's a lot of folks that feel like, at least from what I've observed from like other content creators, so on and so forth, it seemed like so many of them feel like you can't really have both. Like you can't be a content creator and at the same time get your family too. Because it seems like everybody wants a family, but at the same time, it's like, I think it's that one, like finding that balance, but also having the desire for balance. Because that was something I had to find too. Like, finding that balance between relationships and at the same time doing what you love. You get what I mean? And I think that was my biggest issue within recent weeks, is like finding that balance in between the two. You know what I'm saying? Because I almost lost a very valuable person in my life because I was so caught up in myself. You get what I mean? So I'm thankful that, and I hope that they didn't have to go through that. You know what I'm saying? But again, like, hey, bro, I'm just glad that you getting something that you need and you want, bro, for real. I'm really happy for him, though. I'm really, really happy for him. And also, I got to shout out to Pooch. Hey, Pooch. Hey, Pooch.
Right? Like, that's not how this works. Home Free is changing and growing. And, if you know anything about me, one of my favorite things in the world is change. Yeah. I love it. I thrive on it.
I do not.
I'm with you.
But I will say, too, I think I would be lying if I said that I wasn't shocked and concerned and a little scared when you first kind of started talking about this with me. And
I mean, I would agree. I felt the same way.
Yeah.
So it's like, am I really feeling this way?
There was a lot of conversations, but I do vividly remember the moment that I went, I get it. I get it. And it was when you became just so, just deeply emotional, talking about how excited you were to have a Christmas. Because it's been more than a decade that, you guys do Christmas tours every year.
And they're awesome. The Critters are amazing. It's so much fun.
But
bringing
your
so much
Christmas
life and love to everyone.
Is running in on Christmas Eve, and sometimes running out the day after Christmas and then continuing to tour through.
Sure.
But seeing how emotional you got talking about being able to put up lights and decorate the tree and go drive around and see all the
Yeah, I just want to be
drive-through
home.
light things that they do here in
I
Nashville.
want to be home at Christmas. I could
That
almost
was-
cry thinking about it. I'm gonna keep it together for you guys.
That was the moment that I was like, okay, I get it, this makes sense. And regardless of how we felt when we first started talking about it, I told you from then, and I truly and genuinely mean it, I will follow you till the ends of the earth. Whatever you want to do, I'm here for you. I love you, and this is where we are now.
And one thing I would like to address, and again,
I
there's
love
so
it.
much more to this, and to what our plans are,
Yeah.
and to all that stuff is coming. But right now, it's just about connecting with you, the viewer, who's here with us now and is interested in this moment. Like, thank you for joining us on this journey, because we don't know where we're going. We have a lot of plans, but I'm just going to let the universe continue to guide me exactly where we are meant to be. But this is my decision. There's been a little bit of kickback, a little bit, and it's to be totally understood. We've been such a fixture for so many people for the last 10 years, and so for me to be leaving that moment, it's sad. It is in so many ways. It's also incredibly hopeful and exciting, but it is sad, and I'm here to honor that. And I want you to know this is my choice. This isn't something. This was never her idea. A. B, I need you guys to respect her and stand up for her, okay? Because there are so many people, and it's maybe 5% of the thousands of people commenting and joining the conversation here. But Amberly's not Yoko, and I'm not John Lennon, and I'm also not done with Home Free. It's just a
Quick question. Which one of the Rudy Poos said something about this woman? Like, for real, like, you could just look at her and look at how she looks at him and how she talks to him. It's like you can see the love in her. Like, you can see that she genuinely really loves Austin. Not Austin from Home Free, but like Austin when he's at home. Like, Austin, like, she really loves this dude. Like, I understand, like, we love him being at Home Free, but bro, let my dog live his life, bro. Because, like, I've said this with other artists too. It's like, they're still people, bro. They still have wants, they still have needs, they still have desires. Let them live, bro. Like, yes, we love the music. We love when they perform. We love what they do on stage. We love what they do in the videos. We love the entertainment we get from it. But we can't be too selfish with them. We can't be selfish at all with them, because at the end of the day, they're still their own individuals, bro. They're still their own individuals. Like, let them be in love. Let him live his life, bro. Like, why would y'all even have anything to say negative about the situation? And then especially to her on top of that, because he said it was his decision to do that. And she was saying that he was going to her about it. So why would you have an issue with her? That doesn't make sense to me. Why would anybody? Well, I guess you a Rudy Poo hater if you got an issue with her, because that don't make sense to me. It doesn't make sense to me.
new moment. It's a new incarnation. We have plans. There will be more music down the line. I will still perform with Home Free upon occasion. But
Hey, I'll
for the
take it.
moment, I'm gonna learn how to be home. You're fine. It's a big time for all of us. I've cried a lot about this. We talked about this with our super fans first last night, and they got to see me not be able to keep it together near as much, because it's change is hard. It's also good, but it is hard, and I'm just here to share with you guys. I want to talk so much more about this, but I'm not going to ramble on, because if you know anything about the two of us,
we will talk for
we can
hours.
ramble on. But again, I think we've decided that on Sunday, February 18th at 6:30 p.m. Central Time, we're going to go live. We're going to
On
try.
all the platforms.
We're going to
that
do
we
our
can.
best to go on all the platforms. We might even get a buddy to come by and moderate the comments on all
Yeah.
three of them for us, 3 or 4 of them.
Yeah.
I'm not sure how it works, but I've gone live on a few. You gotta have multiple devices, and it's kind of ridiculous. But like, why not go live everywhere at once?
Mm-hmm.
Because we want to talk to you guys about this. I want to share with you all the things that I'm so excited about. the
We know
music
change is
that we're excited
scary.
about. Tim and I have a lot of stuff still planned together. We actually just got an edit back of a music video.
Oh, yeah.
That him, myself, and Chatham and Louisa did. So there's going to be more music. There's going to be more life. There's going to be more content, more vlogs. We're really digging back into Beauty and the Bass. We have some big dreams for a wildlife rehabilitation hospital, sanctuary, center. You know, we've got all kinds of stuff going on, and I'm just excited to be at home and to build something. And to have a community, guys, because that's the other thing about touring so much, especially for someone who's socially the way that I am, you know, the way that we are, really. When I tour so much, it's hard for me to build a community at home, you know, here in Nashville. And now that we've been home a little bit more, I'm excited because, like, I'm feeling like, you know, a person with a tribe again for the first time in ages. And I'm like, oh, wow, I didn't even know I was missing it. But, like, just being able to go to my buddy's house, who lives a couple miles away, because I want to and have the time to, that's so good for my heart. And so I'm excited for you guys to see the growth. Home Free's not ending. They're only going to become better. I'm excited for all the changes, the new music that they're going to be doing, the new directions, as well as the old directions all at once. You know, this is a good thing. I promise you. This is what's best for all of us. I know that I couldn't continue in that vein and be happy and good to people. So
And they
it was
knew
time.
that. And
Absolutely.
they were so kind and so generous, and they took their time to really, like, dive in with Austin on how he was feeling and, like, what could be done. And it was a long road to reach the point where we are now. It is nothing but good vibes. They are our family. They will continue to be
Always
our
and forever.
family. And we just wanted y'all to hear that from us. We understand change is hard. We understand that y'all are feeling a lot of different emotions right now, but we wanted to come here and assure you all that this is not the end of Home Free or the end of Austin Brown or the end of the relationship between Home Free and Austin Brown. We are one big happy family, and we're going to tell you lots more about that on Sunday.
Yeah.
So if you want to come join us, we'll be live.
We'll be live.
everywhere.
So tune in. We'll send out a link to the email list, you know, or like links or just a reminder. So if you're not signed up for the email list, go to austinbrownmusic.com. Sign up for the email list. You know, you'll be included in all the announcements to come. It's a big time, guys. I love you so much. Thank you for tuning in, and you know, thank you for your support. Thank you for sticking up for us. You know, for the folks who maybe are a little less understanding of what we need to do for, you know, our heart, and that is this moment. I love you. I'm so excited. Thank you. God bless.
Okay, so that's the end of that video. Now, this is my thing, right? If anybody is saying anything negative about them or her or anything, like, let it go. Because ultimately, again, like I said, like, artists still are people that have needs, wants, desires, so on and so forth. And of course, we gonna miss him being in the group, like, as consistently as he was, but at the same time, as long as it's not for nothing negative, and even if it was, you still wish him the best, you know what I'm saying? And it's like, I ultimately am like, I want him to be good. I want him to be happy, because honestly, it's better that you leave the group and go be where your heart really wants to be at in this point in time, meaning, like, you want to be with your wife. You want to be at home with your peoples and so on and so forth. Do that, because ultimately, this is just how I would think it would happen. I wouldn't want him to potentially develop any animosity because he has this thing in his heart that he wants to do, but he chose not to do it because he needed to stick with Home Free. You get what I mean? So I think it's better that he does do it like that. That way, everybody's good, because it's better that you do it now versus blowing up later. You get what I mean? I don't know. That's just how I look at it. But ultimately, I'm happy for dude. I'm happy for him. I'm happy for his wife. You know what I'm saying? I'm happy for the whole, like, Brown family. You know what I'm saying? You get to have Austin back off the road. And like he said, like, he gets to, well, no, she said it. He gets to finally get to celebrate the holidays with the family, drive through the city or drive through neighborhoods and look at the Christmas lights, put up Christmas lights, so on and so forth. So I'm happy for you, dog. Enjoy your life, live your life. Blessings, prayers. Pray y'all continue to have a blessed marriage. You know what I'm saying? But I'm finna get up out of here, y'all. Peace easy, baby. Lay out.